time for them news. I guess we'll start with that. Siegebreaker heavy belt. Increased max ES life. Chaos such minions have 5% chance to taunt. Your minions spread caustic crown on death, dealing 20% of their maximum life. Yes. Wait, they took the old necromancer node and put it into a belt? I mean, it doesn't look like a completely terrible belt, but I mean, wait, does this stack with minion instability? Because if it does, I can see people using this with minion instability. That's pretty much it. But even that doesn't synergize well. I'm totally expecting this to be removed. But the fact, I mean, the thing is that you can use this for shit like golems, and you know, shit that has like crazy HP. All this or the spectres, the spectres that people use to boom with minion instability. This works with every single minion based on the wording. I don't think you need to have a corpse or anything like that. Also, this this is competing with Headhunter forehead. I mean, it's an interesting belt. I like the concept. Here are the updated Cyclone and Multistrike gems. Oh ho 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 ho. Attack AV more channeling physical melee. Wait, I need to see I need to see what Cyclone is right now. Because I'm pretty sure that's a nerf. Phantasm is the same. Oh, they butchered the flat damn it. Okay. And then oh, this is different wording as well. Channel this skill to move towards the targeted location while spinning, building up stages while constantly attacking enemies in an area. While channeling this skill, you cannot be stunned or knocked back. Oh, so I guess that's nice. They added that little extra on it. Back speed is the same. You lose the stages faster, and they removed the 8% increased area of effect per one additional melee range. Is that it? Wait, there's a Cyclone has a base range of 11. Oh. Okay, that's both a buff and a nerf, and I like that. I actually kind of like that. Weapon range. Weapon range node's completely useless. Not useless. It just starts with a base, no? I would assume that you will still be able to scale it up with the nodes. Mm. Oh wait, that's a new mod? Yeah, this is a new mod. So we get AoE per range. Yeah. Or wait. Oh fuck. Oh shit, they actually changed it to an AoE skill. Because it doesn't have the modifiers to melee attack range and apply to skills area radius. Instead, you just get this, right? The ink AoE. Okay. But that's a big AoE nerf. Like end game scaling. Yeah. But this might be bigger for like something like Facebreaker. That's a insane nerf for end game scaling, yeah. What's the unarmed base range? I don't remember. Now the question is like, I mean, somebody has probably already done the calculations on what kind of AoE it's gonna look like. But for something like Facebreaker, I think this might actually be a buff. Okay. I mean, it was absolutely fucking dumb in comparison to everything else. Let's take a look at Multistrike. Yeah, mana cost nerf doesn't exist. You know what? There's actually a with the new notables in amulets or the anointments. Can you come here, dude? Shit, like getting like lucidity is actually pretty nice. With one ring mod, no ghost over bother. So you can use double Ventors, obviously. That's just I can see that that's a like a budget thing, especially for solo self found. Assuming lucidity is somewhat easy to get. But yeah, the fact that they didn't, I mean they reduced the flat damage a decent amount, but the attack speed being the same is still insane, like end game scaling. I think Cyclone might, unless like some other skills are gonna see buffs, I think Cyclone is probably still gonna be really good in the game. Anyways, you just don't get like full screen Cyclone, which is good. Because it was a bit busted. Okay, what changed here? More melee attack speed is the same. Mana multiplier went down from 180 to 160. I wish the quality was something else than this. I hope that they make the quality better. They nerfed the damage. No, wait, no. Wait, first repeat deals 20%, 22. Second repeat does 44. That's 30%. So they removed that. No, wait, no, yeah, no, not removed, but they made it 10. Okay. So that means that that's too lazy to do the math, but that's probably above for damage, especially considering if you animation cancel, which happens a lot until you get like a crazy attack speed. But it looks like this might actually be a nerf to someone who might want to do poison with, because scaling. The biggest issue with Multistrike, obviously, if you ignore like the other bugs and shit, is that it's hard to get enough attack speed to actually is for it actually to feel good. What's funny is that for the longest time, many people wanted animation cancel for Multistrike. The biggest complaint was that it locked you down for entire 3 swings. That was back when we actually were able to have enough attack speed. And now that they completely killed attack speed scaling, getting the use of the last hit, like the last hit which deals the most damage, requires you to stand like it's like they just made it worse. Because before all of the hits did the same amount of damage, so it wouldn't matter if your animation cancelled. But now that the second and the third hit do much more damage than the first, you want to actually always finish it, because otherwise you're just losing DPS and you might as well use something else. So they kind of just like flipped it around. Okay. What else? Actually, I guess I could go from here. I haven't seen yet. There are 30 notables for not connected to passive tree. You can get with anointment. Oh, here's one. Cleansed House. Chaos resist is doubled. Oh no, my minus 60 is gonna be minus 120. Oh no! No! Obviously, that's not what it's gonna do. Whatever amount of positive chaos resistance you get, you just multiply by 2. So if you are at minus 60% and then you get one item that has 10%, now you're at minus 40. That's it. The thing, yeah, this is nice for builds that couldn't get the chaos resist for the Legion Jewel. This is really nice for those builds. Like this basically enables non-occultists and non-jugs to get the chaos resist cap for it. Check out new divination cards from the Blight expansion. The price of loyalty. King of the loyal, the double corrupted. Item level 25. I like that it has an item level. I really like that they made a level requirement to it. Because okay, so you can get that. You can get that. Get that. You cannot get max resist. I think you can get all of no, you can't get any of these. like the damage taken. So you can get reduced extra, and then you can get the plus skills. You can get life and everything. Oh, actually, it shows it there. So you can't get any of these. It removes 5 rolls. Yeah. You're much more likely to get like plus levels. I like it. Like it. Here's one more special notable passive skill you can get by anointing your amulet. 15% increase projectile speed.
Fresh meat.
Oh, thanks for the sub envious. Increase projectiles, attack projectiles, return to you from final target. Returning projectiles pierce all targets. Oh. That sounds like it's gonna be pretty good. For something like kinetic blast. I'm assuming from final target means that after it has pierced, chained, and forked, then from there it just comes back and it always pierces. What is this? Returning is the last in the list, yeah. Possible bleeding behaviors when hitting a target, so it won't happen until all that projectile pierce, fork, chain, or split have been used. Split come before chain, but I think players can get splitting projectiles currently, so it's been a while since that mattered. I don't even remember that thing existing. There are 2 forms of returning. This one is returning from a final target. The wording has changed in 3.8 to be a bit clearer. Previously, it was something like projectiles return to you after hitting targets. This means it's an on-impact behavior only, like pierce, chain, fork, and it can only happen when the projectile hits something. And as noted before, it has to have used up all the other behaviors first. Game also has the broader projectiles return, which does the same thing but also has them return if they hit max distance. I don't remember if it works on colliding with Terran or not off the top of my head. Returning projectiles of either type can hit targets a second time on the return, but are still subject to the standard projectile behavior that one set of fire projectiles can only hit the target with single projectile, just that this is extended to hitting once on the way out and once on the way back. The specific thing they can return from is only ever hit the once or both. That sounds incredibly powerful, something like KB. Because I'm assuming that whenever the KP comes back, it hits, it gets the explosion again. Huh, that is very interesting. Does KP need that? Probably not. But the fact that they come back and appears just the fact that you get a 100% pierce once they hit, they're finished with their stuff, like with the, their normal, like the normal pierce slash chain slash fork sounds pretty good. This one is returning from a final target. The wording has changed in 3.8 to be clear. Previously it was something like projectiles return to you after hitting targets. This means it's an on-impact behavior, only like pierce, chain, fork, and can only happen when the projectile hits something. And as noted before, it has to, yeah. So if you have a fuck ton of chains, fuck ton of fork, pierce, there's a chance that the it won't come back because it doesn't get to use all of those before like expiring. Like let's say that you have like, let's say you have 15 pierce and you pierce 13 targets. And then there's no more targets to pierce. It can't come back because it can't hit a target after you, because they're still missing pierces, right? So ideally, I feel like you would try to balance this. But at the same time, like chain, I don't think, like if you have a chain, I don't think that's going to be a big issue, because the chain will like automatically search for the target while pierce just goes, right? But I can see this being pretty good. The question is, do you really need it though? Like the tornado should already like explode the screen, like the screen on every time you use it. Does it make two times hit damage for a single projectile, assuming you get to hit the target twice? Yes. The rewarding has changed. Even if it finishes piercing, it still needs to hit one more target. Yeah, it has to. The final, after all pierce, after all chain, after all forks has happened, it still has to hit something. So the more pierce, chain, and fork you have, the harder it will be for you to actually get it to return to you. And yeah, I wonder how that's gonna work with chattering still. Yeah. I don't think that's gonna be like that though. But I can this is more for builds that don't have a fuck ton of pierce, chain, and fork, but more like, if let's say that you have like 3 pierce and maybe a fork, or 2 pierce and a fork, or 2 pierce and a chain. I can see this being really good. But yeah, the more of those you get, the harder it will be to utilize this. But this is really good. Like that. It makes sense that they didn't want to make the already insane chain pierce forking setups to get even more. Projectile is gonna hit 4 targets when you have 3 pierce. I mean, in endgame, you kill one mob, Herald of Vice explodes the rest, and that's it. For everyone who's not doing like very high, like low depth delving. But yeah, this is a very cool mod. And now that it's easy to get, like it's literally, well, easy. It's just a mod on your amulet that you can craft on any amulet instead of having like a Torah craft or something like that. This is actually sounds like people can get this now somewhat feasibly, which is nice. Okay. Is there anything else we have here today? Master changes. How big is this? Okay, it's not too big. As with every POE update, Blight will bring with a number of quality of life improvements. Today we're talking about one of the biggest changes. Changes how your master missions are handled in the Atlas. If you ever felt like you were missing out by taking a day off from mapping, this change is for you. Currently, master missions are handed out daily on your Atlas, appearing as a symbol over certain maps. Opening a map with a symbol over it guarantees you'll encounter the associated master. By running maps, you also have a chance to generate more master missions in the style. In addition to each map having a small chance to randomly generate master outside. Unfortunately, if you aren't actively pursuing those master missions on your Atlas, or if you didn't log in for a day or more, you were missing out on master missions. Blight update, we are solving this issue by allowing your master missions to accumulate. On the right hand side of your Atlas, each master has a little encounter that tracks how many of their missions you've accumulated and on which map tiers they can be used. Example, white, yellow, red. Each day you'll automatically earn a number of master missions, but if you don't use them, they don't go anywhere. Still there. Tracker. Likewise, any mission earned while you're mapping are tracked and accumulated on your atlas. If you decide you want to run a bunch of maps with Einhar in them, all you need to do is talk to him in your hideout and select mission. This brings up the map device UI and you can simply add run whatever map you want, including the opportunity to select the Sana mod to use. Basically, the Sana mod is made so you can upgrade a white map into a red or yellow into red, right? It's basically the main thing there. Some stupid beast will be waiting for you within the map. Because we want to make sure players have the opportunity to play what they want when they want, we're moving about half of the random chance for a master to appear in a map into this mission accumulating system. Oh, so we're actually not getting more of them? Unless you don't play? Okay. In other words, you'll see fewer masters by chance, but we'll have more opportunities to run missions earned through mapping, and you'll be able to choose when and how you use the mission. For master fanatics who were actually pushing missions at every possible opportunity, you may see a very small reduction to the overall number of master missions you encounter. Yep. For everyone else, it's very likely more. I mean, now the master fanatics will just level multiple accounts. These master missions, no, never mind. Wait, actually, never mind. Wait a minute. Master missions, these master missions are account wide for any characters in the same league. You accumulate missions on standard if you have any valid characters there. There's okay, yeah, this didn't. They did not mention anything about the multi-account stuff. So it looks like it's gonna be fine. So if you are those master fanatics, if you level multiple accounts, you just level a character to maps, and then you most likely have to do one red map, assuming they don't change how that works. Because right now, if you do 1T16, it sets your master mission spawns around. It's like plus minus like 2 tiers, I think. So if you do the 14, you could be getting the master mission in the 12, 13, 14, 15, or 16. So by doing a high tier, then you're basically guaranteed to get the red dailies. And then you just open it with that and go with your main to do it, right? Okay. That's how I think it's gonna go. That's a lot. We're gonna quickly go over the mark stuff. Seventeen days ago, 2 days ago. In that, every time a player uses Death Mark, my dark power grows because you know Mark. I see. Okay, that's a question about. Yep. Okay. Aggressive defenses are independent of what skills Minion has. The relic will be able to see and target enemies from further away, but this won't change side reads. Yeah, that was wrong. Base aggro is already super huge. Okay. Remember when I said that they're most likely just making the aggressive to do what it already does, and that's just like increasing the aggro radius, which actually potentially has its own little issues. So based on this, it's just like literally increasing the radius. Is it really so bad to just make someone inherently aggressive? Most minions effectively already are and always have been.
Aggressive select for columns which are designed around the low aggro radius specifically. The new gem allows it for other minions as well, which is relevant for a few specters. Specters with similar low aggro, but with master minions gain nothing inherited from the accuracy property because the aggro is already bigger than that. You know a minion that has a very, very, very low aggro radius? Summon a Phantasm. I remember Uber playing with them, and sometimes you would literally see monsters like next to, and like they would like bug out when they. No wait, this is different. They were there. It was so big that it was bugging out sometimes. It was weird. But like zombies had like super low aggro radius. But I was pretty sure Holy Relics would be one of the things with low aggro, but it turns out they have notably higher than average. Okay. Close. Wait, I want to see. Guess we have to actually read this. Okay. Making monsters have correct weapon types internally is something I would love to do, but it's also massive task and benefit that they don't really justify the amount of work it take. At least for now, it's just that scary. Yeah. Makes sense. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, that's the return stuff. Oh no! Oh no! What about skills that you link with summon funnels which adds the tag minion the link skill? No! No, it doesn't add a tag because tags cannot be added. It just adds a property, the skill that allows you to summon minions and therefore making it a minion. There you go. Relax. Dude, I've explained this in like, I don't know, probably like 5 different videos. And in multiple threads where this has been a discussion, I'll explain it in detail for many people. But I mean, of course, you can't always see the stuff. But yeah, this can kind of confuse. Fix the bug where summon phantom support will cause some mini skills to be counted as mini skills for cases such as not inclusive. I actually think that they fucked up with this because you can still use summon phantasm support to be able to benefit from the minion attack speed for yourself, or gain minion damage if you used the minion skill recently. All of those still work with Summon Phantasm support, but they specifically changed it to not work with nulls. And instead of just changing it, I think the easy way would have been trigger socketed minion skill gems on kill, and that way only the skills that are gained from a skill gem that has minion as a tag would work, because that's exactly how it works. That's how the bow works. Only skill gems that have minion tag actually work on it. So might as well just add the skill gems here, because now it's just kind of confused. Now it's inconsistent with the other mechanics, which is a bit annoying. is, I know what the context. Okay. And that's all right. Okay, that was all of yesterday and today's news. I really like the projectile return, like attack projectile return. That could be really useful for builds that can't get a lot of chain or fork or pierce otherwise. So we'll see how this goes.